A bunch of people have taken note about Trump in the past week or two. He's really bent over backwards, or some might say he's bent over forwards, to try to accommodate Netanyahu and to post these over-the-top, fawning, really absurd, groveling tweets about him. Let me start with this one here. He posted this long thing the other day, very bizarre. Breaking news, I was shocked to hear that the state of Israel, which has just had one of its greatest moments in history and is strongly led by Bibi Netanyahu, is continuing its ridiculous witch hunt against their great wartime prime minister. Bibi and I just went through hell together, fighting a very tough and brilliant longtime enemy of Israel, Iran. And Bibi could not have been better, sharper, or stronger in his love for the incredible Holy Land. Anybody else would have suffered losses, embarrassment, and chaos. Bibi was a warrior, like perhaps no other warrior in the history of Israel. Jesus. That's all I'm hearing right now. And the result was something that nobody thought was possible, a complete elimination of potentially one of the biggest and most powerful nuclear weapons anywhere in the world. And it was going to happen soon. We were fighting literally for the survival of Israel. And there is nobody in Israel's history that fought harder or more competently than Bibi Netanyahu. Despite all of this, I just learned that Bibi has been summoned to court on Monday for the continuation of this long-running. He has been going through this horror show since May of 2020. Unheard of. This is the first time a sitting Israeli prime minister has ever been on trial. Politically motivated case concerning cigars, a Bugs Bunny doll, and numerous other unfair charges in order to do him great harm. Such a witch hunt for a man who has given so much is unthinkable to me. He deserves much better than this, and so does the state of Israel. Bibi Netanyahu's trial should be canceled immediately, or a pardon given to a great hero who has done so much for the state. Perhaps there is no one that I know who could have worked in better harmony with the President of the United States, me, than Bibi Netanyahu. It was the United States of America that saved Israel, and now it is going to be the United States of America that saves Bibi Netanyahu. This travesty of justice cannot be allowed. That was long, and damn, homie was on his knees hardcore, dog. Hardcore. And so, first of all, I like what Ron Filipkowski says here. He goes, I'm now convinced more than ever that Mossad had the Trump P-tape all along, not Putin. Yeah, when I read this, my initial reaction was, oh, so there have been official threats issued behind the scenes that if you don't come out swinging for Bibi, then they're going to release all the Epstein files and all the dirt on you. That's my takeaway from this. Because remember, guys, Epstein was Mossad. Mossad is Israeli CIA. So Epstein has tremendous dirt on Trump. Tremendous dirt on Trump. We have some reporting from Michael Wolff where he describes he's actually seen some of the pictures that they have of Trump with Epstein's victims. And I won't even describe some of them here because they're truly, truly dirty and disgusting. But Michael Wolff claims to have seen some very sexually explicit photos involving Trump and let's call it women, girls of an uncertain age. That's how it was described. Girls of an uncertain age. Plus, we know that Epstein was bragging about being Trump's best buddy for a decade. And so I think they have the dirt. And clearly there was some phone call made like, hey, man, if you don't help out Bibi, because Bibi, by the way, he's trying to paper over it, but he's got corruption charges, immense corruption charges. And so that's one of the many reasons why Bibi has continued to warmonger relentlessly with all these different countries, is because in his mind, the more war I wage, the more I can punt on this corruption trial and we can put it on hold, right? And so now Trump is coming out swinging for him. Very bizarre, very weird. Well, one of the reasons you would do that is if they were holding over your head very specific Epstein leaks. But Trump wasn't done yet. Now we get this one too. Ready? It's terrible what they're doing in Israel to Bibi Netanyahu. He is a war hero and a prime minister who did a fabulous job working with the United States to bring great success in getting rid of the dangerous nuclear threat in Iran. Importantly, he is now in the process of negotiating a deal with Hamas, which will include getting the hostages back. How is it possible that the prime minister of Israel can be forced to sit in a courtroom all day over nothing? Cigars, Bugs Bunny doll, etc. It is a political witch hunt, very similar to the witch hunt I was forced to endure. This travesty of justice will interfere with both Iran and Hamas negotiations. In other words, it is insanity doing what the out-of-control prosecutors are doing to Bibi. The United States of America will spend billions of dollars a year, far more than on any other nation, protecting and supporting Israel. We are not going to stand for this. We just had a great victory with Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu at the helm, and this greatly tarnishes our victory. Let Bibi go. He's got a big job to do. So yet again, coming out, swinging hard, swinging super hard. Okay? Ready for this? We get this immediately after. Court cancels Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's trial hearings this week. Ron Filipkowski says, yesterday Trump threatens to withhold aid to Israel unless the court reverses their decision to move forward with Netanyahu's trials. Today, an Israeli court reverses their decision and postpones it. What a joke. So you have Trump interjecting himself in a foreign political judicial process of the corruption that Bibi Netanyahu has engaged in. So clear political interference, and he gets his end wish. Again, let me ask you a question. What on earth could have made Trump put him in the situation so strongly, so aggressively? What could have made it so that he really crusaded for this, and he clearly made phone calls behind the scenes, and he clearly was twisting arms as the world's most powerful man? What could have gotten him to that point? Again, I think we all know the answer to that question. It's the fact that he's in the Epstein files. They have tremendous dirt, and if he didn't do this, they were threatening to release it. That's my guess as to what went down here. But one corrupt war criminal asshole saving another corrupt war criminal asshole, and all of us are worse off as a result. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.